Our next speaker is the Principal Multicultural Advisor in the Office of the Member of Parliament, Dihon Bill Shorten, Executive Committee Member for the Australian Local Government Women's Association Victoria Branch, President of the National Australian Chinese Women's Association, and former Mayor of the City of Manningham. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jennifer Yang.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for all coming here to support. This is such important issues. We are strong because we have so many people coming together. You already hear a lot from the voice from all different sectors. However, there are many people choose to migrate to Australia for different reasons. So here, I welcome if you are from the Chinese community who perhaps coming to Australia through different paths, but we all suffered. We all suffered under this proposal. I am a migrant. As a migrant, I'm very fortunate that my immigration journey was quite smooth when compared to so many others. However, behind each and every immigrant, there is a real and powerful story of a journey that has a profound impact on their life. The contribution migrants make to this great nation and the strength of their character can in no way measured by a score on the English test or ability to write an English essay. This stance is entirely unfair, disheartened, and can only damage Australia. When I was a local mayor, I had a great privilege to officiate at the citizenship ceremony and administer the Pledge of Allegiance to Australia. I'm always overwhelmed by the excitement and pride displayed by our brand new citizens, those proud new Aussies. Those Australians who have made a conscious decision, some even risk their lives, to make Australia their home and pledge allegiance to their nation, often value their citizenship more than someone who has received it by birth. The preamble of the Australian Citizenship Act 2007 says that Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of Commonwealth of Australia. And Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. Citizenship sets the tone for membership in this society and signals to the community what it means to be Australian. Attaining citizenship not only provides migrants with political and legal rights, but also provides a sense of belonging to the community, and is thus a form of social inclusion and social cohesion. As the government's own discussion paper stated, Australia is a proud immigration nation. We are the most successful multicultural society in the world, united by our allegiance to Australia. And indeed, multiculturalism has served and continues to serve Australia well. As a nation, this is both inclusive and welcoming. However, the proposed citizenship test reforms will operate against the intent of our multiculturalism and will create a permanent underclass of Australian residents who will be denied the rights and opportunity of being welcomed and included as Australian citizens. The proposed reforms will be particularly detrimental to the future prospects of our most vulnerable community members, and not with the spirit of the fair go. Let's look at the proposed English language testing. There's no clear evidence that the language proficiency test will build social cohesion. IELTS Level 6 competency test, if introduced, will be by far the highest standard of the world. The IELTS test is largely focused on academic language, writing and general familiarity with performing under test conditions. The proposed measures are likely to impact hardest on people who are already somehow marginalized and disadvantaged. For the permanent resident requirement, average duration of a multi-step pathway to permanent residency is approximately 6.4 years. In traveling along the pathway to permanent residency, they will have passed through the rigorous security, health, and skills assessments needed to demonstrate their suitability to migrate to Australia. They will often have lived in Australia for an extended period of time, working, paying taxes, and obeying the law. Excessively delaying citizenship is unfair and undemocratic, and therefore does not accord with Australian values. We have every right to expect that permanent residents who have been here take the pledge of allegiance sooner rather than later. Australia's diversity is an enormous strength for this nation. The different cultures enriches us, but it's also of great economic import. Welcoming and valuing people who speak other languages and who brings other cultural understanding and networks has been shown time and time again to underpin trade and investment growth, particularly as we push our way in Asia in the coming decades. Research shows that refugees, who many arrive with no English, are more likely to start a business and generate wealth from nothing. They get some conversational English and they make their way in the community. Unskilled migrants, many of them are skilled and well educated. They usually come with functional English, but their spouses, their dependents, who struggle with the language. The university level language test may just turn these migrants away to other countries. And that would be a great loss to Australia, as we are in competition for global talent. Business migrants, they are important and valuable economic contributors. They bring capital, they invest, they employ people, they create wealth. They again come with functional English, but don't get time studying essay writing while running their business. They feel lied to, and they feel misled as they now face a great uncertainty in getting their citizenship. There is also a concern that this bill proposed to effect these changes from 20th of the April, despite the fact that this is just a proposal before the Parliament. Why is this policy bill retrospective? What possible reason is there for this? Finally, I would like to quote from the Victoria Multicultural Commission's submission letter to the Senate inquiry. I quote, "A socially cohesive society is created when we are concerned about the well-being of all of our communities and members. This entails inclusive practices that build participation and belonging, the work against exclusion and marginalization. Typical pathways to citizenship will not have the desired outcome of an integrated socially inclusive society when the burden on applicants is disproportionately skewed, such as for people from non-English speaking backgrounds." In closing, I believe how we treat one another is the very heart of what it means to be Australian. This bill is not a call with Australian values, and we urge the Senate to reject it outright. We need your support. We need your help. We need to ensure a fair go for migrants, a fair go for all. Thank you.
Go ahead, please.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Jennifer, for being very supportive with organizing this event and for your very informative speech.